We are going to talk about probably one of the most decisive films of the year. The Counselor, directed by Ridley Scott, who's directed movies like Alien, Blade Runner, Gladiator. Now he brings us The Counselor, based on the book written by Corey McCarthy, who has written books like No Country for Old Men. And this movie is about a counselor, an attorney, and this movie doesn't really give it a name to this counselor, played by Michael Fassbender, who has just asked his girlfriend to marry him, played by Penelope Cruz, Laura. They're very much happily in love, and they haven't set a date yet. He just got her the engagement ring, a 3-carat diamond ring, and he gets caught up in drug trafficking. The Mexican drug cartel, and gets in way over his head. And what he gets caught up in affects people around him, not just his new fiancée Laura, but his best friend, played by Javier Bardem, Rainer, and one of his other friends, West Ray, played by Brad Pitt. And it seems also Cameron Diaz's character, Rainer's girlfriend, Malkina, I think that's how to say her name, is very devious and sinister. And the movie is, in my opinion, boring, but there are others that are going on saying it's probably one of the best films that has been made of a Corey McCarthy book. So I may have to see this again to see if my opinion is totally correct, or do I agree with the others who love this film. But I do think that Michael Fassbender plays the role in this movie very well. I think he does a very good job of playing an attorney that gets in way over his head, being in a mixture of a world of greed and jealousy, and he's trying his best to protect his new fiancée from this world and deal with it. Brad Pitt I thought was very good, was pretty good in the movie as well. Cameron Diaz, I really think she had a lot of fun with her role, being a very devious woman. She really does that role very well. And she has this leopard tattoo on her back, which looks very sexy on her, and it's just by that tattoo you can tell that she's a very devious woman and someone you just cannot trust. And Penelope Cruz is also very good in the movie as Michael Fassbender's fiancée. And Rosie Perez is in the movie as one of Michael Fassbender's clients, Ruth. And John Leguizamo is in the movie for like one scene. It's like a cameo. Hi, John Leguizamo. Bye, John Leguizamo. I almost wish there was more of him, considering how good an actor he is. But I guess Ridley Scott felt he didn't need him for much more. And I thought this was a very boring. I really find it hard to really get attached to some of these characters because the movie doesn't give you much about them. It seems to give you only as much as Ridley Scott feels you need in order to get interested in the story without giving away too many plot details. Which I think is interesting, but I think for some people you may need a bit more to understand what's going on, or I guess others may not. So to each their own, you end up seeing this movie. And if you come out of this film think it's one of the worst films ever made that you've ever seen, that's totally understandable, and I think you're totally correct. If you come out of this film loving it, you're probably right too. So I'm going to give this film a 7 out of 10. I think people should go into this film with an open mind and try and just watch it and see what you think of it. And whatever your opinion is, you're probably right, whether you think it's bad or good.